All right, man. We back at it again, man. Please forgive the technical difficulties. We just some dudes that's kicking it and drinking and play as fuck up sometimes.
Indeed.
Bro, you all right, man? You seem like you're dragging a little bit.
Man, the internet got me pissed off now.
All right. You was having a rough week? Or you just, shit just got you.
Nah, well, shit, I ain't gonna lie. My note, like I said, Wednesday, my notes stuffed up. You can tell, but no, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Okay.
I just hope it coming on better than the last 20 minutes.
Nah, you tracking right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. What was wrong? Hey, John, we already live. Just to give you a forewarning.
Oh yeah, I'm back in. I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know we already live. Like we ain't in the back room.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, hey, my bad. I know you said you had a short time today, but you look like you're gonna hang with us.
It's all good. But no, I was trying to find a link to share it, but I see it. It's on the Facebook page, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Share that link from the Facebook page.
Yeah, I don't know when the live stopped, but we was talking about the difference in cultures and shit that we see in other hoods that we don't see everywhere. What's one of the things that no matter where you go, it make you comfortable when you in, the city, the urban areas where we be at?
You know what? I just came back in when you was talking. I ain't really hear the full thing.
Oh, okay. No, we was just talking about, right before. I don't know when the live got cut, but we was talking about,
Oh yeah.
being in different hoods and different areas and seeing shit.
I got you. Yeah, I was saying the keychains on the belt loop. You know what I'm saying? Like the belt buckle, like the big lock. The lock chains, that's something that I see. It's something I've been doing like my whole life. I don't really see nobody with that, like doing that nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like with the keys and all that on their belt. That's like one of them.
That's crazy because I used to think I see a lot of people doing it even when I was living in South Carolina.
Yeah.
But I ain't Baltimore thing until I came here. I said, I don't see nobody else doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
like me and my brother, we grew up military, so we've been all over the place. Yeah. Like you could tell with the way I talk, I get a little bit of shit from here, a little bit of shit from there. It ain't motherfucker be like you acting like it's like no, I'm familiar. I'm adjacent to shit because I've been there. If you ain't never been nowhere, you only gonna act one way.
Yeah, you was influenced by it.
Right. Like my friend, I got a friend in the D, and they colloquialism when they greet people be like, "What up, though?"
What up, though?
Okay, so
what up? Yeah,
I got a lot of cousins up there.
Yeah, so
right.
Way back in the day, I'm talking about this is the late '90s, early 2000s. Mm-hmm. I knew a dude from Massillon, Ohio, and he the first person that I heard say, "What up, though?" Yeah. And when he said it, it just stuck. So that's like my greeting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
we influenced, bro. We influenced by our cultures, where we go.
Exactly. So I guess one of my questions is, what's one of the things that you see when you go to other urban areas where the population is largely black that immediately make you feel comfortable?
One of the places.
Say again?
You said one of the places?
Just anywhere you go where you've been in the hoods of Florida, Miami, you've been in the hoods of Dallas or Houston, like immediately it's just something that you see that make you comfortable.
I mean, every hood I've been to, bro, from Alaska to Kansas, I found a hood in every city, every state.
Yeah.
That's real in a real way.
Mountain View in Alaska, Anchorage, yeah. Even in Memphis.
But hold on, cause that's you said something wild. Cause I've never been to Alaska. I probably ain't never gonna go to Alaska. What does a hood in Alaska look like or feel like?
It looks just like, honestly, look like how can I say it? It's different than like a South Carolina hood.
Okay.
But it's like, you gotta understand, people from Alaska, a lot of them migrated from like California, Seattle. Some stayed for the military. You know, it's crazy because you would think it's not one. But when I first got there, I always asked, any city I go to, I always ask, where's the hood at? When I was younger. Because I just wanted to go parlay with them. And I'm like, oh, damn, this is crazy. Not what you think in the typical hood. You can actually look it up on YouTube now, Mount View. And it's not your typical hood, but it's the hood. It's poverty.
Right.
And they're not shooting them up everything, but now I'm hearing different things. But back then it was still a hood.
For sure. What about you, Jai? You've been pretty well traveled with what you do.
About the act?
Oh, go ahead.
What happened?
Go ahead.
I don't know. He back delaying. He was gonna ask something.
Yeah, he about to say something. I probably say like something that made me feel comfortable in any hood you were saying.
Yeah.
If I could find me a good jerk spot, you know, curry chicken spot, Caribbean spot, I'm good, man. I'm already know where, you know what I'm saying, what the deal is, you know, the vibe and all that. Like if I can get some of that kind of love in any hood, I'm good.
Food is always the great equalizer.
Cocoa bread or something, bro. I'm good.
Church Avenue. I found it when I lived in New York. Church Avenue, Brooklyn. He was stationed in New York, right in Bay Ridge. I found Church Avenue. They got all the Jamaican food.
Okay.
That's where it's at, man. I'm sorry.
How y'all feel about the out of towners that try?
Say again?
About Baltimore?
Y'all go ahead. Nah, I'm about to get out.
He trying to get his sound together. It's normally me, you know what I'm saying? It's normally me that's having all the technical issues. So for me to be on this side of it is funny to me. But yeah, because he be telling me put another quarter in and all kind of wild shit.
Crazy.
Nah, I just, you know, one of the things that we got going on in the world, man, is right now everything is hyper violent. You know what I'm saying? So the conversation is more or less like in the direction of, let's talk about the shit that we got in common, the shit that kind of bring us together no matter what. So I guess my next question is, what's a foul in Baltimore? Like a motherfucker coming from out of town, what do you not do in Baltimore?
I mean, I say go someplace that you're really not familiar with, that you really, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't advise nobody to go certain places, you know, that like, you know, Pennsylvania Avenue or North Ave or just certain places that you really don't know which you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what's gonna go down like in certain areas like that. You should probably go hang out at if you like a visitor, I say go to like hang out in like Arundel Mills or something, or you know what I'm saying, you can't even go to the Harbor though, but you know, do some tourist stuff if you're trying to hang out. Don't be just walking up anywhere. You know, you can do that sometime, but you know, I wouldn't recommend certain activities.
Yeah. Your sister said don't leave nothing in your car.
That too. You know, or just get tents if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going, you got a habit of leaving shit in the car, just get some tents, bro. You know, you throw them off a little bit. You know. So.
First, I've never been the type to go anywhere without, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker talk about checking in. I don't know what that's about. But if I wouldn't hang out with you where we at, I'm definitely not going nowhere with you to be put in a certain situation. You know what I'm saying? So I always, if I'm comfortable enough to kick it with you, I'm comfortable enough to go where you call home. You feel me? And then I have enough sense to just not be starting shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So have you ever been in a situation where some shit like that was kind of crazy, like some shit crazy like that happened because of somebody you was with?
Like, you know, you talking
I'll go
about hanging.
through it.
As far as me being out with the wrong person, something you involved with?
I mean, not even necessarily the wrong person, but just a situation that popped off that neither one of y'all was quite ready for because you was from a different place.
Nah. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. It's a little different in Baltimore now. Like I don't know how old my man is, but like I'm from the 80s era. I was born in the 70s, so in my era, you had the Murphy Home Projects, Lexington Terrace, you had Lafayette, you had, you know, Donald Heights. You had certain areas flagged that if you just weren't from these areas, man,
Yeah.
you wouldn't go, bro. Like you, and if you from my side, like East, I'm from East Baltimore, so like if you from East, man, you don't go, you know, Tilley doing up through West Baltimore, Poplar Grove area, you don't go, you just didn't do it. So far as me, nah, I ain't never had an issue because we knew what not to do.
Right.
Even when you coming from a wrestling match at the arena, back in the day, they called it the Civic Center. You already knew when you left out the Civic Center, you had to watch your back because the Project Boys, they live close by. So they always would send a little fucker at you. He'd take the first swing. As soon as you grab him, you look up, it's about 300 of them bastards coming at you. That's what it was when we grew up here. Like, yeah. But you know, you can move around a little different than when I grew up. You just couldn't go to certain neighborhoods. And if you got a girl, she had to come see you. If you went over there, you better be in a car, or your man's better be with you. You just couldn't walk up on Poplar Grove Avenue and you're not from north in Pennsylvania. You know, you couldn't do that. North in Pulaski, nah, you weren't doing that.
Cherry Hill, you don't want to be.
Cherry Hill, nah, you're not doing that. If you ain't, it's a little different now. Everybody moving everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, I was just telling somebody that about the event that happened over there. What was it near Glen Burnie? Like it was like 300 kids, and then the girl got shot.
Yeah.
A lot of them kids wasn't even from the city. A lot of them wasn't even from that area. You
right.
Some of them people was county people, like Laurel and like, you know what I'm saying, like up there. It's like,
yeah,
why would you be down there? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you be down there?
It's
what side of town you from?
West.
You from West?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, back in the days, we probably wouldn't even see each other because East stay East, West stay West.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that's you really wasn't going over there.
No, you just don't.
Really don't.
Unless if you was moving and you had to connect like that, like you know, the big dogs made moves like that. The big dogs doing what they doing and they doing business. That's different. You know, the dog fights and all that shit. You know, and you mix like that, or you meet in jail.
Yeah.
Other than that, you stay in your own spot.
Yeah, it was weird. Like over the weekend, it's a social media comedian, entertainer, Skinbone. He from Chicago, and he threw a little Halloween party, and the party got shot up. And say again?
I saw it on the news.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, right? And what he was saying was, them wasn't even dudes from Chicago. They was from a neighboring town called Champaign. So, is that just to get a rep type shit?
I know where that's at because my daughter got recruited by University of Illinois. That's in Champaign, Illinois.
Yeah, the party was in Chicago, and the dude is from Chicago, but the person that started the bullshit was from Champaign. So that's what I'm asking. Is that some just to get a rep type shit? A motherfucker just go somewhere where they not from and start shit?
Bro, listen. I live in Columbia, right?
Yeah.
Columbia, South Carolina. The kids that was in Richmond Northeast, they was acting worse than the kids down there on Bluff. it's like they got a point to prove. Like they worse than the city kids trying to get out of there, and the suburb kids trying to get in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So like, when does the game get fucked up? Like, we'll say in your era, a motherfucker was in the street life doing whatever they did because they was trying to get out of it. Now, motherfuckers from the suburbs of two-parent homes is the pistol packers and the dope boys. Like, so,
right.
Is that something that you saw, John, in your era, or is that something that you saw come behind you?
Yeah, I did see that a lot. You know, like living in the city in West Baltimore, whatever. I lived over east a little bit when I was younger, but once I started working, like when I was like young, I would go work out like Owens Mills and Arundel Mills. I would get to know the people my age, and I would go hang around their neighborhoods, and it looked really nice. You know what I'm saying? It was real nice, but they still just had this mindset about them. Like they just had to be out there. I mean, they had like cheese buses taking them home. Like we on the MTA with bus tickets. You know what I'm saying? They got a cheese bus taking them from home to school, and they want to, you know what I'm saying? Like they want to be just doing crazy stuff. And some of them too was like kids from like the military and all that, and just they had like nice. It was crazy. Some of the stuff I was seeing when I was hanging out near Arundel, Southern and all that, like how they act like they was in the slums, and a lot of them really not, just chose to act like that.
And is that because of the way that violence in the game is glorified in music and movies? They feel like they got to do that. Like, it's no way that growing up the way I grew up or the way me and my brother grew up, that we couldn't act that way all the time and not have my mother blow up the spot like, nigga, that ain't you. You don't come from that.
Right.
But they want, the problem is these parents nowadays, some of them probably wanted to be that when they was young. So they like to see their kids act like that. They like your kids to live through you. Well, some of them be gangsters. They want their kids to be the gangster that they wanted to be, but they couldn't be. They had a heart. So now their kids is doing it, and they butt ass fool out here. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes all it takes is one kid that came to the suburbs too late, right? The parents get them out there, and they already done, develop this bohemian mentality. So they go out there and instill it in these other little kids, and these little kids look up to them, the guy from the city. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know he was probably the biggest punk in his hood. But he gonna come out there and use muscle on them, and now he done turned the whole place out.
Yeah. Now that's perspective. I never really thought about it like that. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what too, like at this point, like I'm done even trying to like put that on entertainers and rappers. Like, man, that's the parents' fault, bro. Like I that ain't no, you can try to use that as an excuse in media and video games, man. That's the parents' fault, bro. Like I ain't even no even discussion no more about that.
Bro, I'll tell you, we was in Columbia, a kid was bullying my daughter, right? A dude. So I ran down on him. I admit it. I ran down on his little ass. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm that parent. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that I don't care about you, son. You my daughter. This my daughter. You a dude. Go get. I'm waiting for your daddy to come out here. But then I realized when we went down there and said, let me go down and talk to him, because I realized that I was out of pocket, because I'm supposed to be a mentor. So when I went there, his whole family, the girls, they from Philly, a bunch of hoodlums. They coming out there, and my people standing there, and I'm like, yo, I said, look, man, get your family and take them in the house. Get them females, the man in the house, take them in the house. And he's standing there. I said, look, bro, if you don't take your females in the house, it's not gonna end right. Because once they touch her, I'm gonna go after you.
Right.
Then we gonna have a problem. So I'm trying to avoid this. So take her take your 3 little daughters and your mother and your wife, get them out of here. And as a matter of fact, I said, I'm gonna do you a favor. I said, let me go in the car and go home. She left. And then I said, that's what you gotta do, bro. You gotta control your household.
Right.
But they was hoodlums. Straight up hoodlums. But they see, being from the hood don't mean you tough. Like being a man and being a woman is knowing how to divert the situation. Because we already know how to get. But these fools apparently they don't know how serious it can get. They think it's just gonna be a fight. Where I'm from, it's serious. So I'm like, just go in the house. So finally we got to talk and squash. I talked to the little boy, told him how to teach him boxing. Because it could have just went haywire. But these parents, man, they more amped up than the kids. And the kids go to school with the same mentality that the parents got.
In a real way. And I think that's a lot of like what the conversation needs to be is the accountability. Like, what you expect him to do or be if you haven't held a motherfucker accountable for their entire life? You feel me? Like, you ain't do shit with your life, so you think it's all right for them to not do shit with their life type shit. Mm-hmm. And being poor and broke in this era is not the same to me. Motherfuckers will say it's the same, but it's not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't have in the 70s, 80s, early 90s, you just didn't have. Now it's kind of like a baseline with technology and the way people care and assimilate the shit. It's like it's a baseline for how bad you get treated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't deal with bullies the same way. You know, our parents came up like, if a motherfucker try to bully you, you just got to, scared or not, you either got to deal the whooping or take the whooping.
Can't do it no more.
But now, bullies is pistol packers because they're in your life.
Yeah. You see what happened in New York in that apartment complex, in that apartment, when Slim went upstairs and took the son and the father out.
For some music.
Yeah, the father made a fatal mistake. You know, he made a fatal mistake. The number one thing you do is protect your household.
Right.
You should have never, when you ran up on that man with them scissors, you automatically, that's it, game over.
Right.
How somebody gonna react to you? Like, everybody don't react the same. You punch a nigga in his face, they might punch you back. Punch the other nigga in his face, he gonna pull that thing out on you.
Right.
Right there and there, when his wife came out there, they should have stayed in that house. Once his wife pulled him up and turned, because after he ran up, he got up and dude face with scissors. Once his wife pulled him, she basically turned his back on his food. He pulled the toolie out. He had no way. Got his son killed, him killed, and then he got killed.
Yeah.
He got killed by the police. 3 murders.
The guy that shot the father and the son?
Yeah.
They killed him.
Dang.
They killed him. And so, you know, for what? All of it was for, honestly, and the thing is, man, when somebody come to your door and he got a coat on the way he stood, you from the hood, you seen this man's posture. He wasn't there to play around. He got
that couldn't have been the first run-in.
Yeah, your instincts got to tell you, do not pursue this situation. And you went in the house, put your shirt on, came out with the scissors. This man ain't budged. That tell you right there, something wasn't right, man. You was looking death in the eyes, and you ain't realize until it was too late.
Right.
Man, you can't play with your one life out here. You put one life, man. And I don't care all that tough shit. All that shit don't mean nothing. Once you gone, you gone. Ain't no do-overs. You know what I'm saying? You playing checkers out here. These dudes ain't playing. You don't know what these guys got going in their head, man. They don't care. No, I was a high head back in the days, but now I know that you can't go at people these days, man. They ready to take your life, bro. They gonna take your life. They don't care about life. They probably lost their job. They tired of their boss. Their wife cheating on them like crazy. Man, they going for broke.
Just ain't no telling. Ain't no telling.
Ain't no telling. You ain't got time, man. You ain't got time to be trying to figure, all right, man, peace. Let's make amends. So what? You want to think I'm a punk? I know I ain't no punk. You run up in my house, that's different.
Right.
But I ain't coming out here, man. I got kids and grandkids. You know what I'm saying? You one and done. It's like the playoffs, man. You one and done. You ain't got nothing. You dead. Life goes on.
And that's what people gonna talk about. Not the sum of who you was, but what happened to you to make you leave here. That's the only conversation the motherfucker have anymore.
Yeah, and 51 years old, who want to get slaughtered? The dude that got killed the other day, he looked old, man. It's time to, you gonna be laid up, chilling.
Yeah.
You probably avoided it your whole life, and where you come from, probably avoided death just to get killed by a regular civilian in front of your kids.
It's like with you, Jai. You walk the street, you a big guy. You know what I'm saying? How often do you have to turn the other cheek for somebody else's shortcomings?
I mean, that's something that can happen at any time. You feel me? I mean, that's always something. It can be something small as a misunderstanding in a gym or a parking spot. So you just want to, you know what I'm saying? If you gotta take it, you know, to that next level, then you know what I'm saying, you got to. But at the end of the day, I mean, you really can't. You know, you gotta just same thing he was saying. Like you ain't no punk if you want to pretty much like divert the situation. Like, you know what I'm saying, you want to come to like an agreement or something like that. Because bro, I didn't see it go down. I didn't seen dudes like get shot in front of me over just the wrong look, the wrong vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to be real with you, like I can be anywhere on the planet and I still got the same mentality as if I'm in the middle of the city somewhere. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, it can go down anywhere at this point. So it's like, you know, I don't really go nowhere like, oh man, it's all good out here or I'm safe, and it's just not like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I was up in Fridays in the county like 3 months ago, and it was me and two guys, and one guy came in there just bad energy. I seen him just, as soon as he walked through the door, I just like, yo, something's up with him. He started talking to the little bartender. The bartender ain't really acknowledge him, and he kind of just started talking to us like, man, you know, I ain't getting no respect out here, you know what I'm saying? We all just kind of like listening to him, like what's going on. So he just keep running his mouth, and he go order his food. So he walked past, and I try to ask him, I try to say, yo, what's going on with you? Like, you know, so he just immediately just started running his mouth, you know, fuck y'all, blah, blah, blah. It's three dudes at the table, me and another wrestler. We all about 250, 300. So when you got one guy that came in here, he came in there with a baby, and he running his mouth. So we already like, yo, you know what? He only running his mouth because he got something on him. We already know that. So we all made the decision like, yo, if he come back in here talking that same shit, it's on. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he never came back in. They brought up his food out and shit, and we all just sitting there eating like we ain't even enjoy our meal because, you know, he came and just fucked it all up because he had something going on. He was hating. He came out the house wanting to start some shit. You know what I'm saying? With his little son in his hand. Like, I'm like, if you out here with a kid and you about to initiate a fight, I mean, you ready to shoot somebody or take it to that level. You know what I'm saying? Because what guy in their right mind? Like, he was like an average sized guy. He wasn't built at all. You just gonna start running your mouth at a table with three guys. And then when they try to, you know, try to, you know, fix the situation, you're just like, no. You know what I'm saying? So dude came in there with a bad spirit, you know, as I seen them come in. And that's the kind of shit you got to think about. You really don't know what that person is on, you know what I'm saying, at that time. You don't know where their mind is or what happened or what the deal is. So you just got to really just make sure you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the criminals is not worried about no gun laws and none of that. They ain't worried about none of this shit that working people worried about. So you gotta have the same mindset as a criminal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they don't care about that shit. So
see how that conversation just went full circle. You said Buddy came in there with the bad energy and his son. So his son is immediately who Ed was talking to that was bullying his daughter.
Yeah, he was
because
a kid.
of the way his dad acted.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy, man.
Self-hate is real, man.
Yeah, so
The self-hate.
and that's why I don't like Fridays, because I ain't even gonna lie. I hate Fridays, bro. Fridays got some of the shittiest people that coming in. I don't know what it is. It just seems like anybody can come to Fridays. You feel me? Like, it's cool, but every time I go to Fridays, I'm like, yo, there's just be some weird shit going on in there. Like, yeah, that ain't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like
play,
this, brother.
I always play the numbers, guys.
I'm bougie.
Right.
No, I play the numbers, cause
I want Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. You know, Cheesecake Factory is for basic motherfuckers. I don't know if people basic still. I don't know what they call basic.
There, I definitely would have been there if it was one, but it wasn't.
I'm trying to be a Ruth Chris. I'm trying. We ain't coming.
Yeah.
You see me? I'm still inside the pineapple, brother.
Now, if you go in there and you pay for them 2 entrees, you pay for that steak and them 2 sides, you ain't really ready to mess that up. I don't care how bad your attitude is, your wallet gonna make you act right.
Let me ask you a question. Would you take a woman on the first date at Ruth Chris?
No, sir. No, sir. Seen that. I seen that stuff going on that social media about that, where not take my date.
Right.
I mean, look, if you're a millionaire, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't think it's an immediate no. It just depends on. Some people got to work up to Ruth Chris.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Who you're dealing with, it nominates them in certain areas. Like, basically, if you're dealing with that type of lady and you on that level already, yes. But if you give a ordinary chick that type of, where you gonna go?
Right.
Or if partners ain't like that, if you faking now, it's gonna cost you good.
You gotta keep it up.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say I gotta, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna take you for hot dogs on the first date. But you know what I'm saying? If we don't know each other from Adam and we decided we was gonna spend some time together, cause I mean, it gotta be like Chrissy said, it's some coffee shit, it's some Applebee's, Chili's, mid-range bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm just throwing out names. It's more or less like, what's your reaction to that? Because if you don't do this, I'm gonna be real. My life don't allow me to do Ruth Chris just because you want Ruth Chris. Right. You feel me? So if you do what works for you,
I tell all these brothers, do what works for you. Look, we all know our level. Like, that's the problem. A lot of these men, they don't know their level when they date certain women. You know if you belong with this type of woman. If you ain't, look, you can't get mad if you get jerked by her because you ain't had no business with her ass. Look in the mirror at yourself, be honest with yourself, and know the level of women that you got to be dealing with. You know your level. Your partners know the level. A lot of times people try to go, unless you got a strong pip game, hey, kudos to you. But on the real, you know your level, bro. You know the type of woman you should be dealing with. And don't get what they call a gold digger. No, she's not a gold digger. She just used to certain standards that your ass can't afford.
Right.
And you ain't got no business over there.
Right.
You ain't got no business over there. You know what I'm saying? Cut and dry. You don't have no business with her kind. She got her kind. It's a certain criteria of men that she deal with. And you ain't the one.
But let me ask you this. Because that goes into the is it easier for a woman to date down or a man to date down?
It's easier for a man.
Yeah.
Because we uplifters. It ain't a woman's job. You know why? I don't want my daughter dating down.
Right.
I'm gonna be real. I got a daughter. Don't bring no. I don't know. That's not the love I raised at. I take her to nice places. So standards is set, but that's the way I raised her. I took my daughter to a nice restaurant from day one. And if you can't, and it's not saying that she's better than you, but bro, if you can't reach that level, then that's not your level. You got to work your way up to that level of woman. All these men are here. I can't stand when a broke motherfucker come, because all they do, especially you got a man with a broke mentality, right? And you got a girl that got something. Either he gonna learn, or he gonna try to elevate, or he gonna drag her down. 9 times out of 10, he gonna drag her ass right down where his broke ass at.
Yeah.
You think about it from your daughter perspective. Would you want your daughter bringing home something better, worse than what you have brought her up to? You raise your daughter a certain way. And I teach her to think highly of herself, right? I don't want no broke down motherfucker coming around my daughter. I'm gonna do what? We living in the, what you got right now, motherfucker, this is my daughter.
Right.
I take her to places, right? I treat her like a queen, like a princess. What are you doing? What are you gonna do for her? If my daughter come to me and say, Daddy, can you give me some money for a sandwich? And the guy standing there with her, and I'm looking at him like, what you here for?
For real. For real. For real.
What you here for? You should never let my daughter walk up to me in front of you and ask me for money for a sandwich.
In a real way.
I'm talking you some good. But these kids nowadays, they don't care. The dudes, they don't care about looking broke in front of the woman, in front of the parents, in front of the woman's parents. It's disgusting, bro. I've seen it play out. How you come around your girlfriend's daddy? Man, I was 16 years old. I would never let my girlfriend's daddy see me broke. At 16, I know, nah, that ain't happening. Because I know the level of woman I'm dealing with. So, and I know what I got to do in order to acquire this type of woman.
Right, right.
You can't acquire that, then you gotta date down until you get date up.
That's a real word, man. We've been at this for a minute. We had some technical difficulties. This is a conversation that we definitely need to continue. Although I'm gonna cut it short this evening. Hey, man, look, just as a final thought, we talked about a lot of things tonight, man. I love to have this type of conversation with open-minded, intelligent men that understand how to express themselves, and it's a need for this. That's why we want to put it on display. So, what's your final thought for the evening, Jai, before we get up out of here?
My final thought for the evening, man. It was a great discussion. We definitely gotta do it again soon. You know what I'm saying? So
always a continuation.
Absolutely, man. Everybody stay blessed, stay motivated, enjoy your weekend, and we're gonna do it again soon.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What you got for him, Ed?
Yo, I just want to say it's good talking to y'all. And definitely we need to keep this up. More brothers need to come together and build that foundation, inspire the youth. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Prodigy, man. Happy birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Banana Clip Pete.
Indeed, indeed. Carolina, you got a word?
Hell no.
He's still sour because his cup on the string ain't working.
Yeah, man, you want to drink, man? What you need, bro? I got you, man.
Hey, man, look, it's been another dope conversation. I love putting black men on display that have something to say and know how to say it, man. All right, protect your daughters out here. Walk these streets like you got some sense. Drink water, man, and eat some fruit or something. Do something different for a change. Put the cheeseburger down in the steak. It'll be there. But until the next time, man. Say again.
I get the drinks. Now you want to talk fruit. When I was drinking water last time, y'all were drinking liquor.
Well, we gonna drink liquor, but you can't always do that, cuz you got to put some good fuel in the body.
I do this for y'all today.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. Until the next time, good people, visitors to the bar, BOTB, we gone, man. Y'all be easy.
Peace.
What?